get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. 250.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Sheldon Rankins in on the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It'll lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They pick the handoff now, Stafford. Pass complete, Tutu Atwell. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Give him 25 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he gets him around 6 there. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there and make that stop.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Blue 60.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Stafford now off the play fake. Brought in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Ready. Yellow lady.
3rd and goal, it's Stafford. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it. Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. An excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that, how do you kick off returner? It is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Look the hot. Look, here we go.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
This offense is now running some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
All right. 18. Let's hit.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. This connects with Higgins. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans. Running from the pistol, it's Mixon. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, when big plays down the seam or when big tight ends are fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches, and really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Going right side, Mixon with it. And working a couple yards past the line. They reverse on the tackle.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. From the gun, Stroud. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Up and good from Fairbairn. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
It fed the particular man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy who can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Williams. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On
2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's officially into enemy territory now, and they're going to give him the opposing 49. first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On first down, here's Stafford. Short pass brought in, and he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Up the gut they go, and Williams. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
That one complete to Higbee. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face fourth and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Trying for it with Stafford. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route flowing that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Second down now, 7 to go. Stafford's going to throw once more. Connects with Adams again. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
Lady!
It's Stafford once more. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Smith on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Low right side, Dell has it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Second and manageable, he's throwing. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of down. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Throwing from the gun. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Timeout coming from the Texans, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Hey, south, south, south.
Here's Stroud again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime.
Touchdown, Houston.
Take Dell the touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He's trying to push the field. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down throw here for Stafford. That's complete. Naku on the left side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second.
That's another Rams.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Texans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't give an interception in that situation.
And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here's the final play of our first half.
Here we go.
Back to throw it. It's him on the end. He is down to the 30-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
All right.
Here's Stroud. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he Gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
All right. 18. That's it.
Back to throw. Stroud. That's back-to-back for down. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly.
Here we go.
He could take it to the house.
They kick the running back in motion. First down throw by Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8. 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's go. On 18. That's it.
Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Cade, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All right. On 18.
Putting a receiver in motion. Stroud to throw on first down. Running in the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. The 40. At the 20. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stafford's going to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now.
Texans 17.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Schultz. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Hey, you like these to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 118.
From the gun, Stroud. Has it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Oh, hey.
Mixon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches. Gets it again. And he's forced away from the goal line. It's a tackle for loss at the 3. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set.
Chubb trying to run his way in. And he's going to be stopped. 3rd and goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on 4th and goal? Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
From the 5-yard line. Looks like they're going to try it here on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Tony, get out.
He's back to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. I think we know somebody who really likes the way kickoffs were redesigned, partner. The old format. What, teams were lucky if they got 2 in a season, and here he's got 2 by himself in this game.
Yeah, if you think about it, Kate, like in our lifetime, we have not seen such a drastic new rule change that's created so much new scheme and opportunity. These returns, whether a product of hard work, new scheme, and finding ways to exploit the weakness of your opponent.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. This our last play of the quarter.
All right. Swap. Love a swap. Run.
They begin the drive with Chubb. It's a cut to the right sideline. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
Here we go. Let's go. Tonight.
On play action, here's Stroud. caught. This is Noel. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making a 9-point advantage.
Houston.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Like they flip through their call sheet, they just call whatever's on it. And there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action, if the play action right off of it, if you can make that defense pay, that was a thing of beauty.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
Rams 21.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now we're on here with Blake Coral. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Stafford now on 3rd down. That's coming for the first. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Formation from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Coro. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set. 180.
Stafford from the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Adams. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Watch him right there. 180. White 7.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Oh no, they get him yet again. Henry To'o comes up with it. And he's going to score. Kick 6, touchdown Houston. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
Like you say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans make it a 24-point ball game.
Rams 21.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Gets this one to Blake Corum. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They pick up 14 yards on that one. That's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no run connected. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
It's a gain of
Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down throw here for Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. 2nd down now. They need 7. Now Stafford again. Catch me the right side by Nakua. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. They can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. It's Stafford once more. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams putting up points in a game decided. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kamari Lassiter with the pick.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call, and they're set up perfectly to counter.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on second down. He's drawn up for him. So it's a win for the Texans. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today. Getting the win in week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. One loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it could get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
Give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. Then it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, and she want a team. I'm what I hype about, I'm a direction to write about. Did too much numbers to type them out, but I'm one away from that micro route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'ma step on my brothers, the hype is out. I've been married them, but I can't wipe and I'm wiping. I fell back in love with the process now. Should've started with that, yeah. Different than all of them rats, my heart is a test. Lab on them outside, the stuff in the back. I've been walking them down and then walking them back like ill. Y'all gotta sell that, and the waist can't get they belt back. If I fell back, that girl felt that. Dust these Jones, I just these belt check. Give me a team, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. Then it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, and she want a team.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
I
out.
ain't to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. Talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring
all
'em out,
fired
bring 'em
tonight.
out.
Come on.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock
Around.
That's right.
On time.
It's tricky. It's uptight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock
need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my stay. I'm finna give it a good shot on my case. She want the Mew Mew, she want the Issei. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a that band-aid. Thinking I miss, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby, I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun dun dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. Five, had it going for the kill. It's 5 plus 8, you know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant, came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Caught the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
chest. Got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it. Vroom, vroom. Like my name, Jody, pull up in Yvette. Go and check the news, Brody heard somebody stress. In your feelings by the better get a grill. Tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip. I got right here for show, I make everybody dip. Went to visit Granny, she say, what's that poking out your hip? I told Brody walk behind so he can catch me if I slip. She begging me to take a sip. First she drove the boat, then she like a ship. First you load it up, then you empty out the yacht. I'm not no button, no wrinkled clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci LV no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' brother, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me.
Get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it made me feel better. They're passing out deep, I'm cold with the My little young ran an M on the road, he a scammer. Dripping money, clear, splash, I'm covered in bells. But I'm clever, vendettas, raw, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go federal. I pour up, I don't measure, I soon I met her. I leveled up, my bread up, I'm fed up. It's pressure, it's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, get stuck on. It may say Manjala. Got 2 cribs in Alpharetta, they down the street from each other. I know the spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vick, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers then from her, this one a landslide. Ain't gonna be no who this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say they want that issue, I'm going for it. 50, and then the got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
switcher, shapeshifter, go grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it. All these on my two first, no dripper. These always talking pillar. Thing like scissor, like youngness, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizzock never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Hey, these out here broke, they damn nerd. Damn little mama bad as but they diamonds on me fight, neck and wrist, I can Tina. Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against Glizzock, wouldn't wanna be a.
I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, go grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner.